This August, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for their 4th road race of the season.
For me, growing up, an hour south of Indianapolis, I feel like any race car driver, they just want to race at Indianapolis. But when you grow up in Indiana, there's a certain pride that comes from being a Hoosier and going and racing there. So for me, I just want to race in Indianapolis. I don't care if it's the oval, the road course, the dirt track, even the parking lot. I just want to race at Indianapolis. I just enjoy going there. I get to see all my family. I get to see friends and fans that I normally don't get to see, really any other time of the year. So I'm not going to complain what configuration it's on. As long as we're still racing in Indianapolis, I'm happy.
For the last 2 years, NASCAR's Cup Series has been on the road course, not a universally popular move. But between 1994 and 2020, it was on the oval, the iconic Brickyard 400. SHR's Kevin Harvick won that race 3 times.
At the historic Brickyard, Kevin Harvick has won before. He's going to win again. Kevin Harvick wins the Brickyard 400.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway is just such a special racing facility. There's still that feel of driving into the racetrack and knowing you're at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but I do not like going backwards on the front straightaway. I can tell you that. But the good thing is I will have won my last 2 races of my career on the oval, so you gotta look at the bright side.
It's a shame for me. It's all you think about the entire weekend that you're there is like, we should not be doing this and we should be racing the Brickyard 400. Maybe if we won the road course race there, I would think differently of it. But, especially after winning 2 back-to-back Brickyard 400s.
Now Harvick trying to go back-to-back at the most famous racetrack in the world. Coming out of turn 4, Kevin Harvick is going to see the checkered flag. He wins again at the Brickyard.
Gosh, you want to go try for a 3rd, and we didn't get that opportunity to go back to back to back. So I think now that we've done it a couple of years, it's probably time to switch it back.
While it remains on the road course, it's Chase Briscoe who's come closest to winning for SHR. He won Stage 1 last season, and the year before he had a shot at victory before tangling with Denny Hamlin late on while battling for the lead.
Here's Briscoe to the outside, but he's going to be offline. No, Briscoe's in the grass.
But his biggest triumph at his home track came in the Xfinity Series back in 2020.
I would love to be able to win Indianapolis again. That was probably my favorite win of my career. I dreamed of getting to race there, let alone win there and get to kiss the bricks and go to victory lane. The hardest part, I think, for me is about that whole win. It was during COVID. There was no fans, there was no family, no friends, no nothing. So that's, I would say, the one thing that still drives me to really want to win a race there. Hopefully we can do it.
I know that the place is special to him and his family. I think that just to be able to win at the road course and hopefully one day win in the oval, that's probably his crown jewel as a driver, just being from Indiana. So whenever we go there, obviously we put a lot of emphasis on it, knowing his success in the Xfinity car. And we've come close in the past, but just kind of putting it all together. But that's definitely a big ticket win for us.
Indianapolis may be more famous internationally for IndyCar's marquee race, the Indy 500, every May. But it's not just Indiana natives like Briscoe that consider it a special place for NASCAR.
When we had Brickyard 400s, really from the time I started, there was 250, 300,000 people in the grandstands, and it was always just a massive event. So it always felt like you were supposed to be there.
Definitely, it's prestigious. You can feel the aura that goes with Indianapolis, and I think whether you're racing on Indy cars or NASCAR, I think there's still that history of just how long guys have made laps around that track. And anytime you can try to win there and be a part of that elite group is super special.